I think the first bit of advice is don't listen to the people who tell you you should know what you want to do.
Okay.
I don't still know what I want to do, and I'm loving what I do. I can't. People say, what do you want to do in 5 years' time? What a ridiculous question. I don't know what I want to do in 5 years' time. Earn more money. Be hugely successful. Travel the world. Who knows? You might know you want to be successful doing HelloGrads. Yeah, great. I want to be successful doing what I do or something different. We all know that. But specifically, you want me to map that out for the next 5 years? Some people have a gut feel on what they want to do. Most don't. Some people have a calling. Most don't. Some people it becomes completely apparent by luck, coincidence or judgment that they kind of stumble into the thing they always realise they wanted to do. Most don't. So what advice should you give? Two things really. Go and experience different things. Just pick up, collect in a fairly organised way, broadly around have a plan of what kind of experiences you want to collect, what kind of skills you want to collect, but go and collect them in different places. Go abroad, go and do it there. Go work for different companies. Go on an internship. Work locally. Family, friend, find somebody who does something interesting. Go and volunteer. Whatever those are, hundreds of versions of doing it. But my advice would be try and make sure they connect around something. Just say, well, okay, for the moment, I think I might be interested in, quite good at X. Where can I pick up more experience in X? Is that down the pub with a friend of the family? Is that wherever that is? But loosely connect it. If that tells you kind of a black and white sketch gets coloured and you think that's what I want to do, then go and do it. If it doesn't, go and do something else. But what I learned quite quickly is that all those experiences are transferable. I cannot think of anything I've ever done that I couldn't use in some form or another. So I have a firm belief, right, unquestionable belief that if you do that and assemble those experiences, you will start to understand where you can add value to the working world.
Okay.
I have a firm, unquestionable, unshakable belief that that's true. It may not be obvious and in black and white, kind of it might not be the most obvious. You don't have that light bulb moment going, I know what I want to do, but it will become clear. Keep looking for it to do what you love.
Okay.
It's just, they're not loving what you do and earning money from it and being good at it are not mutually exclusive. People seem to think they are. Some accountants will say, I earn a massive amount of money, but I work 80 hours a week and I hate it. Some lawyers will say, I work 100 hours, well, I'm probably exaggerating, 80 hours a week in London. Wow, it pays well. I've got this fantastic life and we eat out every night. I have a wonderful flat in Docklands, real story. But I hate it. I think as I've got older, I've just realised that you've got to have fun doing it. So before it was potential was progression and directorship and big car and big house, 3 holidays a year and all the kind of trappings really. So maximise your potential and have fun. But don't forget the fun bit. I think grads have got a slightly different situation. I think you've been under pressure, control, deliberate stress. People put stress on you deliberately from at least the age of 11 when you went to secondary school, and possibly since the age of 6 when you did SATs, right the way through to 21. I think that's different to what I experienced at school. So put that on a bit. When you go into the world of work, I wonder about graduates' ability to keep up that level of intensity for their entire lifetime. So I think that fun element is even more important. Because you can kind of see a world, can't you? We've exposed that much stress through your schooling and now you're in work. If you do that at 100 miles an hour the whole time and it's not fun, how long can a human being last? If you can find what you love the extra energy will take you through that. So I think it's even more important that grads, because of that constant level of stress, look for something that really is fun. I mean, I can't. What's better? Makes you want to whistle going to work rather than whistle leaving. Fit, mutual fit. How do you establish that? So I go on gut feel, and you won't be surprised to know that most people go by gut feel and then spend most of their time questioning whether that was right. So that's quite an interesting thing. I look at where the company's going. Well, does it make sense? Do you think it's, to you when you heard it, even if you're inexperienced in business, did it make sense? Do you sit there and go, yeah, I get that? The way they explained it to me, even though I'm a graduate, made a lot of sense. I can see myself doing something there. But then you've got the relationships that you've got. What are the key ones? Because that just is crucial. I think many early career is ruined by an absolutely terrible manager. Many a career skyrockets from having a great one. I look at it quite formally. I have an acronym called YELL, Y-E-L-L. Yearnings, earnings, learnings, and life. So just to explain them. The Y is yearnings. Do you really want to do this?
Yeah.
Do you yearn to do this? If you're coming out as a graduate, it was a long time ago. I remember this tension. I had this tension of, I think I knew what I wanted to do, but I then had to get a job. My parents couldn't support me financially. We were in a recession. I just had to get a job. So I ended up doing not something I yearned to do. And I then spent 10 years trying to unwind that decision and find something I really wanted to do. Earnings. Is it the right amount of money? Does the effort you put in match the reward you're getting? Is it enough money to do what you want to do? If you're going to work in Reading or London, it needs to be a certain amount so you can live, not out of a cardboard box at the end of the street. But other than that, the earnings part should be, is the value I'm getting out of it matched by the amount of money I'm being given for it? So you might have a lower salary than you might expect, but if you think the value you're getting is high, then they match. So it doesn't matter, you have to be paid the best. If you love it, it's something you've always wanted to do. Like working for a charity in London, you need it to be minimum amount to live. But after that, you might think, I always wanted to work here in this kind of environment. Therefore, your perception of value is in tune. Learnings, are you learning the right thing? Is it taking you somewhere in terms of your learnings, or is it just the proverbial dead-end job? There are loads of those around, and most of them don't look like dead-end jobs until you start to do them. If you get in one, get out of it. Are you learning enough? Are you getting experiences? Life part is, it's a life decision to come out of London. Salary-wise, but when it's a life decision, you've got to say, well, look, do I want to work there? Is there something about my life that, have I got a passion? Have I got a personal passion? Am I a keen sportsman? And I'd have to give that up if I went to work for them in that place. You have to say, it's more important to me to keep a passion, something I love, keep that going, keep me near my friends, be able to go out with my friends at the weekend. I want to live close to home. I've got a very close group of family. I'm close. Whatever version of that you've got, make a life decision, but make it a decision. Don't beat yourself up about the fact you haven't got the world's best job if you've made a life decision that you want to be here doing that for that reason.